Hey, my Virgos, welcome into your weekly reading. Let's go. Virgos, Sun, Moon, and Rising and Venus sign. How are you doing? Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tiana Louise, Intuitive Coach Sultan, here with another weekly reading for you. This reading goes from June 15th through June 21st. You and your person are in some sort of separation challenge, no communication stage, and that's why you're here. All right, we will look at what's going on in the connection at this time. We'll look at some blocks and messages between you and that person. There will be an extended reading for those of you who want to do a deeper dive. That link is below. Thank you so much, though, for just stopping by and tuning in. Thank you for your likes and your shares and your subscribes. I have really been excited to see the channel growing, and I appreciate you for your support. Okay, so at this time, let's look at the overall energy in the connection. What is the overall energy in the connection for Virgos? Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Overall energy. We have Page of Wands, right? So we have some desire, potential desire, possibly growing. Yeah, right? I love the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a charming energy, represents charisma, right? It's very attractive. So that's a nice energy. It's also adventurous, willing to take a chance at growing something. What else? What else represents the overall energy between you and this person at this time? Okay, so we have Knight of Wands and the Three of Wands. Yeah. So Knight of Wands not only is complementary to this page, right? It's the natural next step, right? So someone's ready to take this natural next step and see what happens, moving from just thinking about taking a risk to actually being able to charge forward. Now, this Knight of Wands, though, doesn't necessarily come forward with any kind of solid offering. It's more like okay, I'm gonna test the waters, right? Knight of Wands moves in, moves out. You know, he's a stick and move knight. He's very non-committal, but very charismatic and attractive, romantic. Like, this is the guy who is willing to wear his heart on his sleeve, but this is also the guy who can change his mind at any moment, right? He gets all fired up. He gets full of motivation to come forward, and just as quickly as he comes forward, he can pull himself back. Very confident, though, and very attractive. With this Three of Wands here, and let's just take a notice that this is all Wands energy, fire energy, so this could definitely mean that you're dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? Those are the fire signs. But with this Three of Wands, it's like, okay, someone's seeking direction here. Someone's seeking like which way to actually go. And I see that they're moving back and forth. Like, you see, they're looking at each other, the Page and the Knight. So they're like thinking and then moving, but it's like they keep going, like coming back to the same place, mirroring, right? But like mirroring themselves. So not really sure about the direction, right? Just knowing that, okay, yeah, I'm thinking about making a move. I think I want to make a move, but what move do I want to make? Which way do I want to go? Where do I want to take this thing? That is the piece that's not so clear. Like, will I just be making a move to make a move? Or will I be making a move to move us into a new direction? Like, why am I making a move? With Nine of Wands energy, normally has to do with, you know, lust, passion, wanting to act on their strong desires of the moment, and then once that desire passes, you know, likely pulling back. So that's the energy, the overall energy in the connection at this time. It's lusty, it's flirty, maybe even a little freaky. but it's living in the loins at this time. Okay, so what is the direct energy between you and this person? Let's see. You guys may be on fire for one another, but not really sure what to do, how to spark it into a full flame at this point. So let's see between you directly what's being bounced off. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands. By the way, I'm not reading reversals. That's another Wands card right now. Wheel of Fortune. Hanged Man. Okay, so the wheel has stopped turning. And that's because there's something trying to be overcome here. Seven of Wands is an energy of having to overcome, having to defend oneself, having to hold one's own ground, right, around something. And as a result, there's this Hanged Man energy where it's like, you know, nobody's moving, right? That's Neptune energy. Illusions, seeing through illusions, and with the Hanged Man trying to find a higher perspective from a spiritual standpoint, right? I do see the Hanged Man as a very spiritual card. And so it's like someone's trying to evolve in some way. That's what's happening between you guys. And it's like some karmic lessons being played out. That's the Wheel of Fortune. And it's all good because when I see this card, it lets me know, okay, this is part of the life path. This is part of the journey. This is not something that's necessarily just being created by you. This is being created by the universe for your growth. So it's challenging to you intentionally. And this being stuck is actually an illusion, right? You just have to really tune in to what the lesson is, get the lesson so that you can move forward, okay? All right. So I want to clarify that with some oracle cards, right? And clarify this energy. So the overall energy of the connection, let's clarify that. Remember, we had all that wands, we had the page, we had the knight, and the the three of wands. So let's clarify that. What is that about? Okay. Yeah, wanting to take action. Not, like I said, not sure what direction to move in. Not sure what action to take. Just knowing that something needs to occur, right? And being all in your mind about that. But instead of taking action right now, they're just, you know, there's just some waiting going on, right? Waiting for some ships to come in, waiting for something to be revealed or to show itself. So that and maybe even waiting for it to naturally unfold and not acting on these lusty desires that are coming up. Maybe too shy or hesitant to do that. So let's see the energy between you two, which was the Seven of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Hanged Man. Let's see what that energy is about. Yep. We have envy. That's ego. That's ego stuff right there, right? Ego lessons, karma. Okay, what does it mean for the connection? What does all this mean for the connection? Look at that. Karmic relationship, right? Triggers. Yes, that's what this is, this energy between you two right now. You're definitely triggering each other, bringing out a lot of karma within one another. You know, maybe even questioning whether or not this is a karmic relationship. This reading is intended for twin flames, but I mean, man, we get a lot of false twin flames out here. And some people may argue, hey, karmic relationship, twin flame, not too big of a difference. I would argue differently, but hey, you're entitled to your opinion. Nonetheless, even in twin flame relationship, there is karma that has to be resolved. And when either twin is not healed and doing the work of healing on their own journey, there is a lot of karmic-y stuff that pops up, right? Look at this. Fleeting, right? Fleeting energy, that's totally Knight of Wands. Triggering, that's this Seven of Wands and this Hangman with this envy card right here, the ego card, right? And turmoil, resentment, lessons. We talked about that, right? So yeah, that's definitely at play here. Some learning of karmic lessons, resolving karmic lessons, particularly around the things that trigger you the most about this person, and whatever lessons there are to be learned about that thing that triggers you. And we'll look at the triggers right after this. So let's clarify the energy directly between you two at this time. Okay, and then we have soulmates. Interesting. Karmic relationship and soulmates. Soul connection, partnership agreement, soul contract. I feel like part of the issue too is trying to determine what this connection is, right? You feel the attachment, you know there's something you should do about it, but it kind of just leaves you feeling, stuck, like not comfortable, like there's so much more you got to observe and learn first before you can really make a move forward, right? And also considering whether or not you should even be standing in this place. Should you just, continue on the wheel? We have the Knight of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune here, which suggests somebody wants to move forward in freedom, right? The Knight of Wands is the knight who has to have his freedom, cannot be bound in any way. So that's at play there. What's triggering you guys about each other at this time? Let's see. I'm going to use my Twin Flame Soulmate Triggers deck. So what triggers your person about you? What, when it comes up, causes them to flip? There's an element of them wanting to control the situation. You need to act right. And when you don't, they get pissed. When you don't do what they want you to do, they're like, that ain't gonna work. I stop myself from reaching out when my pride kicks in. Yeah, there's a pride issue. We saw that with the Envy card. That's an egoic lesson, right? You don't act right, they stop reaching out, and now they can't reach out because every time they try to, their pride gets in the way, right? It says, why ghost me? Just be real. Okay, so maybe you were the one that ghosted them and they want to reach out, but now they're like, no, I'm not going to reach out because you're not acting right. You ghosted on me. So you know what? Why am I even going to bother with this? Okay. So let's see what the tarot has to say in the way of clarifying that. Yep, so we have Page of Cups. I feel like this person wants to see you show your love a little more, right? Even like in the small things, right? Page of Cups are small offers, but it also represents this energy of being a hopeless romantic. So when this card comes up, if you need to act right, that's what comes underneath that. They're saying, hey, show me your love a little bit more. Like there's something missing there. And they may, maybe that's not even the case, but for whatever the reason, that's what they're desiring, right? And you might be like, yo, look, that's just a little too much for me. Three of Pentacles, but they're not cooperating. Like they know they need to cooperate and be a team player here, but they're not. That's why they stop themselves and allow their pride to get in the way, so they don't call, they don't make the first move. Because here's the deal. If you want love, you have to be love. You want someone to show you love and they're not, okay, then maybe you need to be showing love to them, and that might spur them into action, but you can't do it to get them to do something. I'm just a firm believer in being the change that you seek. So if this person is saying you need to act right, be in this Page of Cups energy, show me a little more love, then that's probably something they need to do themselves. And then, okay, with this, the Queen of Wands, why ghost me? Just be real. I feel like they look at you as being up on a high horse, as being a little stuck up, a little bougie, so to speak. Queen of Wands is very self-assured, very confident, and also a damn good, businesswoman. She has her shit together and able to stand in her femininity and ego in a healthy way without compromising any of her integrity around who she's being, right? So I feel like this person, you know, when they see, like, this is who they want you to be, right? This is who they want you to be to them when they say, you know, why ghost me? Just be real. And the Queen of Wands, yeah, she's real. You know what I mean? She has a healthy sense of self, and she's not willing to compromise that. So this person may be feeling like, you know, this is who you really are. And so if you didn't like something, there was no need to ghost me. You can stand in your Queen of Wands energy. You can stand in your confidence and, you know, like, share that with me. So let's look at your triggers. Your triggers with this person. All right, your triggers. We have, oh wow, grow some damn balls already. Okay, so you're like frustrated with this person and, you know, irritated by something they're doing in their energy where you feel like they're like weak. They're not being who they really are. Yeah, I see right through that fake smile. That's interesting. Let's clarify. Like, I feel like they're asking you to step up and, you know, handle something, have some courage to handle something. And so it's like, what is that? What does that mean? Grow some damn balls already. What do they want you to do? Like, whatever it is, it triggers them when you don't do it. When you don't grow the balls. Or when you don't have the balls, I should say. Okay, yeah, Four of Pentacles. I knew it. Like, they want you to stand your ground on something, take control of a situation, right? Let's clarify some more. I feel like they want you to take the lead in the connection. They want you to open up in that way to take control. All right. Yeah. Okay. And, you know, this is judgment. I see right through that fake smile. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. Maybe this is their judgment of you, right? And that's something that they're going to have to work on if this connection is to work, right? Got to release that need to judge another person, right? No one can judge you but God. But this person, they judge you and they get frustrated, right? They see you as being inauthentic, not being your true self, not operating in your higher self, not operating in your, you know, self that knows and understands things, but instead, and speaks up about things and is honest about things, but instead, you know, pretending. So that's something to think about here with these triggers. What can you do about it? What do they need to do about it? How do they let go of this desire to make you act right and stop ghosting them? Look at that. Surrender resentments. That's one thing they need to do. What else? Surrender to what is, right? Accept you for who you are. Accept the situation for what it is at this point. Just go with the flow instead of trying to resist and fight and change. Like, just be with what is. That'll allow them to get out of this hangman energy and keep the wheel moving forward, right? Because hangman can be resistance. Resisting to what is. Trying to change it. for you. What is it? Yeah, surrendering to your full power. That will help you a lot, right? It says life is calling you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Yeah, get off the branch of that hangman. You don't need to be swinging upside down, right? You surrender to your full power and you'll clear up this energy. And it's a daily practice, right? So I think that's something you should definitely do. Now I want to look at what's going on with this person, you know, and the potentials of the connection, as well as any communication or messages that, you know, want to come through and be shared with you from your person's higher self. All right, so join me over in the extended reading. The link for that is in the description box. And guess what? I'm so appreciative of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel so we can keep connecting, and go ahead and drop me a comment down in the comment section so I can know how these messages resonated for you. I love hearing from you. I love hearing about your situations. So yeah, make sure you do that before you click off. All right, take care, and we will talk again soon.